You know, for me, like I said, I'm more of a Man U hater than a Liverpool fan. You know, I know the team because of its great history, because of the good players that play in the team. You know, from back then, King Kenny days, Kenny Dalglish. Then there's John Barnes, there's Ian Rush. There are some chosen ones as well, like myself, who support a team that has a really great history, a good, brilliant background. Which you know, you can buy presidents, you can buy trophies, you can buy games, but you can never buy our history. You see, so that is one thing. That is one reason why I really like supporting Liverpool. And on top of that, my dad was an Arsenal fan.
Really?
Yeah, he was an Arsenal fan. So back in 1984, 85, that's when Liverpool, Arsenal, Everton, you know, were really doing well. And those were the three teams that were always mentioned, and those were the three giants. And since my dad was an Arsenal supporter, so I randomly just decided to, like, you know, support Liverpool, the other team, you know. And that was when I had no idea who Liverpool players were, and at that time, you know. And since, you know, I've always been a rebel, so yeah, just to be a rebel, I supported the other team. That was why. I would say it would definitely be Steven Gerrard.
Stevie G.
Yeah, Stevie G. He is a leader. He is an all-round player. You can place him anywhere on the field, and you know, he takes control of the game. He doesn't let the game control him. You know, but the only problem is he needs to get the other players to you know, to have the spirit that he has. He's got massive, mad fighting spirit. You know, especially during the game against Hull City, where we were down 2-0, and he came back with, you know, the two goals that he slammed into the Hull City goal, and it was amazing to see his spirit even during the finals for Champions League. You know, he inspired the team. He inspires his team members. He inspires his fans. He inspires even his manager. You see, so he's an all-round player. He's a brilliant. He would be a good player in any team. You know?
Is he your favorite player as well?
Yeah, but not my all-time favorite player.
Who's your all-time favorite player?
Definitely Diego Armando Maradona.
Diego.
Yeah, because I've been an Argentinian fan as well, so I support Argentina. And I grew up watching him play. Back then, in '78, that was the year I was born. I never knew that you know, they won the World Cup in '78. And when I was about 4, you know, and back then they used to have this coin collection thingy.
Right.
Yeah, back then. So my dad used to collect all this World Cup coin thingies. Yeah, and I randomly picked Argentina. You know, so yeah, it's basically meant to be for me. There's just so many.
I know.
You know. There's just so many. But I would say that every time we beat Man United, that will be the best moment. But yeah, the game with at Istanbul with the finals for Champions League, where we won. I was so happy. What I did was when we won, I actually took my flag, I changed into my jersey, my full kit. I went to Hartamas, and I honked the whole night. I went around Hartamas waving the flag, and I honked around. I didn't know why I was doing that, but it was for fun, actually. I'm a very how to say emotional guy. So when Liverpool plays, it actually plays with your emotion. When you see them, when you watch them play, you know, it plays with your emotion, because you know, you always get a setback. You feel sad. You'll be like, you know, come on, you can do it, you can do it. You know, every time the other team leads, I'll call them a superhero team. What do you call it? A dramatic Hindi movie team, where we lose first, the hero loses first, and then we come back. You know, and we've displayed that in so many of our games previously, and even till today. Buying Robbie Keane was a bad move, you know, because he didn't. What we lack right now are wingers. We don't have good wingers. We don't have someone that could actually fit Torres right up front there. So I would feel that we would definitely need to get wingers. You know, instead of getting Robbie Keane was more of a finisher. Yeah, we have the Kite who is a good player, but he lacks on his pace to be a winger, and finishing he's pretty inconsistent. So we would definitely we have Torres to actually finish up, you know, to do the finishing, but we need someone who can feed Torres. Well, Malaysian football was growing back then. I was a Johor supporter.
Johor?
Yeah, 92, 93, because I originated from Johor. I am from Johor. Back then when Abbas Saad, Alistair Edwards, Irvin Boban used to play, yeah, the red and blues were everywhere. You know, we used to. I used to actually go for games, but the thing is, because of bribery, because of I'm not too sure why, but I actually lost interest in the Malaysian football because of the lack of professionalism. We need to inject a lot of massive amount of professionalism in our football today in order for it to actually go further. Because there are a lot of players on the streets. Seriously, there are a lot of players on the streets that play really well. They are really good players, but they don't want to play for the Malaysian team, or for, you know, they don't want to pursue a career in football because they don't see a future in it. You know, there's not enough money in to, you know, if you were to become a football player, you know, what are the there's no security. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There's not much security. Hope, there's always hope. You know, there's always hope. But it's a matter of whether someone wants to do something about it or not. You know, a lot of people will say, okay, I want to do this. Like, we should do this, we should do it. But someone has to do it. You know, I felt that my team was a pretty good move, because it's a good start. It's a good start. But we need to develop that particular move into something else. You know, make it a bigger plan to actually get players into our squad. Right now, Malaysian players are, you know, we need to get full-time players where they dedicate their whole lives, develop them from young, and let them grow with the game, with football. Expose them as much as possible to soccer, as much as possible to playing on the pitch. There's not much done about that. No. Previously, when I was in school, okay, I admit it, I was a kaki bangku, not kaki bola. I say, yeah, I actually scored a goal once. I actually scored a goal, totally a fluke, but yeah, I scored a goal. That was when I was about 17. It was just one of those random games that you play at the Padang in the evenings with your friends. Yeah, that was my first ever goal. Since I was a kaki bola, which was kaki bangku, so I decided to just go and watch. But when I was watching, I was like, okay, I should try it. So when I tried it, somehow the ball came to me. I just kicked it in and it went into the goal. So that was a good moment, lah. I mean, you know, wow, okay, kaki bangku also can score. It inspired me to actually learn more about football and
cool,
yeah.
Cool.
Watch out for Damian Mikhail coming up with my new single, Jelita, coming to your nearest record store. You can also download my song on guamusic.com. Besides that, I'll be working on my album, and it'll be out in July. So watch out for Solo, SOUL-O, Solo. That will be my album. You can actually contact me or send in emails and your views. In fact, ideas as well to my Facebook account. I have a Facebook group, which is, just go on to Facebook, log on to Facebook, and type Damian Mikhail. Search Damian Mikhail C. Yeah, and you can find me there.